on my way now.
All right, are we on here? I think we're good. Welcome back to our Christmas series, our Christmas special. Can I even call it a Christmas special?
Sure. Why not?
It's cooking at Christmas with the delightful travelers. Maybe we'll call it delightful cooking in the future. I don't know. Maybe we need to do a second channel. Who knows? But we're having fun so far, and this week is going to be just as fun as last week because we're going to be cooking Filipino food.
If you're just tuning in for the first time, we are stuck at home in Canada, city of Halifax, which is on the East Coast.
Yep.
Unable to travel for very obvious reasons. So we decided that we're going to do this Christmas series. We're going to cook food from some of our favorite countries that we've been to. And last week we did Poland.
Yep. And this week we're going to the Philippines. We'll explain why in just a minute. And we're going to have 2 more episodes following this. Now, if you happen to be new around here, I'm Trevor and this is Anna, Delightful Travelers. Nice to meet you. Hit subscribe, thumbs up, comment, all the things. But we're going to just give you a little history here. So this year when COVID started, mid-March, we got stuck in the Philippines for 4 months.
Yeah.
So because of that and all the time we had to spend there, and we couldn't really do too much, we had a lot of time to eat some of the amazing food that's in the Philippines. Now, going to the Philippines, we didn't really think of food, right?
We didn't, and it's funny because we think of food often when we go to places, but for the Philippines, going to the Philippines for us was a lot about beaches and like big
islands,
vistas and islands. And
we knew the people were going to be nice,
Yeah.
but food was kind of towards the end what we were thinking about. But because we were there so long, like I said, we got very familiar with the food. And today we're going to be cooking some of our favorite dishes from there. So we got some
We're gonna
ideas.
try to cook
Well,
some of
right.
our
This
favorite
is
dishes
the
from
thing about this series. In case you don't know it, we're not chefs at all, but we managed to do it last week. So let's see if we can do it this week.
Fingers crossed.
All right, into the kitchen we go. All right, are you guys ready to cook? Wait, but first, you might be wondering, well, where was your headgear from last week? Don't worry, it's on our heads right now. Got my hat, it's lit up, in case you
my
can't
antlers.
tell. Got the antlers and the ugly Christmas sweaters. Well, they've been on the whole time, so we're ready to go.
Yes, and you might be wondering, what are they gonna make today? We had a really hard time deciding. There's so many choices. We had tried so many different dishes while we were in the Philippines, but it came down to deciding what was our favorite, what seemed like we could actually do, and what we get the ingredients for. So we decided to make chicken adobo. I love the adobo.
We love chicken adobo.
Good. And one of our absolute favorite things, we ate this so often, so frequently, was Pancit Bihon. So we're gonna do that.
These are 2 of the dishes we ate the most when we were there. I know if any of you are watching that did watch our series when we were stuck there, are gonna mention like chicken sisig. Yeah, so we're not gonna cook that today, mainly because we just don't have the pan to do it.
Yeah, we really wanted to make that, but the cast iron pans are really expensive and we don't have one, so
just don't have
we
one.
just passed on that.
At the same time, these 2 dishes are also our favorites and we can't wait to get going. But before we do, we have a cocktail to make. All right, straight to the vodka. Now, we had this vodka last week. It's not very Filipino at all. It's actually Polish vodka. We're gonna use it in a Filipino cocktail though. We cannot get, in case you guys are wondering, you heard us talk about like San Miguel and Red Horse beer, and there's some other liquors in the Philippines, some spirits that I can't remember the name of. We can't get them here.
Yeah, we literally went to a couple of different liquor stores and just said, do you have anything Filipino? And they don't. Like, they're just
Right.
So we decided to do
However-
a throwback from last week and use the vodka that we already have.
Well, because we did find
This was so exciting.
calamansi in Canada.
Yeah, so it was frozen. You can tell they're not that green
No.
anymore, because obviously in the Philippines when you get them, they're super fresh. But whatever, we're here in Canada in the wintertime, so
So?
we're gonna
make a cocktail out of calamansi. If you don't know what calamansis are, they're kind of like little lemon or limes.
they're like kind of a combo of a lemon and lime that's maybe slightly sweeter.
Yeah, and in the Philippines, calamansi juice, we love that too. It's delicious. It's kind of a take on that. We're about to make a calamansi spritzer. Get ready.
All right, so this cocktail calls for muddled calamansi, and the confusing thing about that is that there are loads of seeds in the calamansi. So we tried to take them out as best we could because we don't want loads of seeds in them, but
No.
I don't know.
We do have a muddler.
We do. I'm
I
surprised.
don't know why we ever bought this. I mean, I know what the purpose of it is, but we just never use it.
We never use it. I think we meant to make mojitos with it. We never have.
Oh, probably. Well, today it's going to come in very handy. So we're going to muddle this up.
All right, our simple syrup is in there. Going to add the vodka, just over an ounce. It's supposed to go in there.
Well, at least we have some good vodka for this because.
And I need to get some ice.
Got to shake it up. Do we know how long to shake it?
Says shake vigorously.
I don't know. Is this vigorous? Oh, let me go. Uh-oh.
Thought there'd be more liquid in that.
We'll bring it over here, guys. So far, this is not working. There's not much liquid at all. Although, we do still have to add some ice, and we are going to add the soda water. I imagine the soda...
Add more ice to it as well. In case you couldn't tell, we are not mixologists.
Oh, no. We're not planning to open up a cocktail bar anytime soon. Don't worry.
All right.
All right. Well, we probably should mix that up, and then we'll give it a try. Oh, it smells good, and I have to say, it looks really good as well.
We also don't have a fancy mixing spoon. One of those long
No,
stir.
I'm just gonna go ahead and mix this up, and we'll give it a try. All right. Cheers, you guys.
Nice.
Merry Christmas. All right. Well, it's not bad at all. Oh wow, I don't know what I thought it was gonna taste like, but I definitely taste the calamansi. If you're wondering what calamansi tastes like, I know I said lemon lime before, but I thought it kind of feels like a lemonade, like it tastes like a lemonade.
But sweeter.
But sweeter. And if you didn't know, Filipinos love their sweet foods, sweet drinks, and things like that. So this is a very good drink.
Yeah, I'm impressed.
I am too, because when the way we poured that out, I didn't think it was gonna work. All right, it's time to get cooking. Here we go. So we have our adobo chicken. This is the drumsticks is what we got. I think that's what more is typical in the
It
Philippines.
seems to be either drumsticks or thighs, so we went with drumsticks.
And
It's marinating. It's been marinating for a couple hours. We actually found a Filipino grocery store not too far from here. It was about a half-hour walk. We went over yesterday. It's where we got the calamansi and we got some Bihon noodles.
Now, I imagine some people watching from, well, if you're not from the Philippines or just maybe Southeast Asia or Asia, you might not know what it is. They're like rice noodles, right?
Yeah, they're basically rice noodles.
Yeah, but they're like angel hair style, so really, really thin. If you think about like spaghetti, think about the thinner version. And yeah, it should be good. So we're just gonna put these in the water.
Yeah, so all the directions I read said to soak them in water for like 10 to 20 minutes basically until they start to get soft and then they eventually get added into the frying pan with all the other stuff. So we're gonna put them in some water for now. All right, so I'm gonna get these noodles soaking, making some noise back
Sounds
there.
good already.
So we're just gonna start searing the chicken. So I read a few different recipes and most of them said to sear the chicken without the sauce first, just get them kind of browned on the outside and then start adding the sauce in and they cook for quite a while. But in the meantime, these noodles are gonna take a while. So I want these to start soaking.
This smells good already, and we're just getting going. So this is weird already. So I don't think we've never cooked bihon or pancit bihon.
No, I've got vermicelli before, but they're usually not in such long strips.
So do you see why that's weird? It's kind of only fits in the bowl. Maybe we need a bigger bowl. What I'm hoping is the bottom half that's in the water will
It's gonna get wet and it all will eventually fall in.
Yeah, we'll report back and see how this goes. The time has come now to add in the lovely looking sauce. I don't think you guys can really see that. And we need some bay leaves, and Anna's got a cup of water as well.
Half a cup of water.
Or half a cup of water, so this is what is required. So, dump this all in.
I got some peppercorns too. Water.
And then, just like the last video, we need 2 of these guys. So these are bay leaves, just 2.
And I don't think we actually explained what went into the marinade. So that was soy sauce, a little bit of vinegar, and there's something else. What was it? Oh, we put some jalapenos in there, which some recipes call for and some don't, but we wanted to go spicy, so there are lots of jalapenos in there.
And if any of you want the recipe for this when we're done, if it turns out okay, we'll link it in the bottom. We'll either put it in the description of the video or we'll link to wherever Anna has found it from.
Yeah. So for now, it says to basically let this cook on medium-low for about 45 minutes covered. So we need to get covered for that pan.
All right, update on the pancit. Check this out.
It's slowly starting to sink into the bowl we have. So I think in maybe 5 minutes, hopefully it'll all be immersed.
Yeah, this is what we were hoping was going to happen, that it would just slowly start to sink in, and well, that's what's happening.
It's working.
I'm not sure how we did this, but we actually forgot to put our aprons on. How did that happen?
I don't know. There's too many props.
Here I was trying to correct you guys for saying that we don't have our headgear on, and then we forgot our props, but yeah, aprons are on now. Not going to make a mess, but we're on to the next step.
Yeah, it's a prep for the bihon. There's lots of vegetables that go in it. I got some carrots here, some onions. I've got lots of garlic ready to be chopped up.
There's also a bag of, what's that for?
All right, so we are being lazy tonight, and it called for a lot of like different types of cabbages and that kind of thing. So I just found a bag of coleslaw. Of course, it doesn't have the sauce on it. It's just made of green and red cabbage and more carrots. So it's just basically chopped for us already. Very convenient. So that's all going to go in. And then some sauce stuff. I think it's some soy sauce.
Soy sauce for sure. I forget the
And
rest.
I think just some stock.
You'll see
I think
here in
that's
just
it.
a second.
I might be forgetting something.
We'll
but I
just
think that's it.
we'll get this on the stove and you'll see. So Anna is adding the oil now. We have to put that in, but that's okay. We just put the onions in. The carrots are going to go in a little later, and then but the garlic, I think the garlic's going in now. Is that right?
It's going. It's in.
It's in already. Get ready for some pancit cooking. Time for an update over here, you guys. Let's see what Anna's got going. You can first. I want to show you the stove. There's the adobo,
The sauce is cooking down nicely.
and back here we have some rice. We didn't really talk about that yet, but we'll.
Some white rice, nothing overly exciting. But over here, our veggies are doing quite well, so it's time to add the liquids that go in here. It's basically just stock, so I'm gonna add that in. And either soy sauce, we're actually gonna use tamari, just because I had more of it than I do soy sauce. I don't know why I didn't get more. But tamari's fine, liquid aminos are fine, that kind of thing. A lot of people would use fish sauce, but neither of us are big fans of that, so we're just gonna leave it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's looking legit. I mean, it's just getting going. We still have to add the noodles, which is
Yeah.
going to help. I think it's going to help absorb the sauce.
Yeah, but I think for now we want the sauce to come to a boil, and then we will add in the noodles, and hopefully that'll absorb some of that sauce.
The food is here. The food is ready. Very excited to eat this. It's all plated. It smells incredible.
Really good.
in here.
So good.
I think it might be spicy though. So we
Right, and I know that's not always the way that people make adobo, but I did find a couple of recipes that said maybe add some jalapenos. We added a whole jalapeno. I have a feeling it's going to be really... We were actually coughing the whole time, I think,
Yeah.
because the jalapeno was like dispersing throughout the room.
I've been
so-
sneezing a little bit as well, so that's a sign. But
Yeah.
we'll get going here.
I'm just going to make a couple notes about the pancit. A lot of the recipes that I read said to add some sort of protein, basically. So even if you did vegetarian, add tofu. We figured
yeah.
we're already having chicken, so we didn't add any. But that's I think a typical thing is to either add chicken, pork, tofu, whatever to it. And also the noodles kind of fell apart when I added them to the pan. So I don't know if we soaked them too long or.
We might have soaked them too long. They still look like they're going to be good, but I'm going to start with the pancit, have it on my fork. Gonna have to here, so
So
maybe
will
we'll
I.
both try it at the same time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay, so the noodles are definitely not like I remember in the Philippines. They were longer. These broke apart. Don't know why that is. If anyone's Filipino watching, let us know.
It's
Maybe
definitely our fault, but
definitely our
first
fault. We're
time.
not chefs. However, the taste is there. So what I taste the most is garlic for sure, and soy sauce. It's
Yeah.
very forward. So what it is about pancit is like the noodles, because of rice noodles, are really, really soft. And then when you throw in the veggies, you don't cook them too long, it adds for the crunch. So of course you got the contrast, the balance of flavors. It's very tasty.
And it would be really good with like tofu or chicken or pork in there.
This is so good, you guys. Now, we'll go on to the next one. One thing we didn't talk about is the rice. We didn't really show it. It's just a white rice, but in the Philippines, rice is like a staple.
Even
It is.
for breakfast, yeah.
It's everything. It's kind of like the food that backs the country. I mean, it is. Most dishes have rice in it. Not everyone, but a lot of Filipinos. A lot of just who doesn't like rice. So we just made some white rice.
Yes.
So we'll try the adobo. Now, right now, I didn't even get any of the adobo, but I'm just
did.
gonna go for the rice. You got some adobo?
I did.
Let's do both. Oh, the rice is spot on. Ooh. Oh, and there's a kick. Now I get the jalapeno.
Oh my goodness. That is so good.
Oh, there's a ton of flavor in there.
There's definitely a kick. Whew.
Now, I'll show you guys the chicken. Here's a piece of chicken. There is a big kick in here. I think this would be too spicy for a lot of Filipinos. We met a lot of Filipinos while we were in the Philippines. They prefer sweet over spicy. We loaded this up. My nose is running already. I'm going for the chicken. Oh yeah. Oh, that is just fall off the bone delicious.
That is so good. Oh, you can taste the garlic in there. Like I said, there was a whole head of garlic in there. I think that's the most garlic I've ever used in anything. You can taste that, and then combined with the soy sauce and the vinegar and the jalapenos. Oh my goodness.
I have to show you guys this. So here's like a piece of the chicken. You would have saw it by now cooking. This is delicious, and normally we cook like chicken breasts and rice dishes. And every time we have like a bone-in chicken, I'm always really excited because I know it's gonna add more flavor.
It just falls off too.
And when you take that with a bit of the rice, this is what a lot of Filipino food is. It's always some kind of a chicken and rice, fish and rice, beef and rice. It goes down really easy. I just can't get over
Wow.
how punchy that flavor is.
The pancit's good, but the adobo is excellent.
This is, I think we said this last time, like some of the better adobo we had. There's a lot of heat in this, so we like heat, and that would be, that's why we probably like it. Any longtime viewers know we like some spice. Any people tuning in for the first time would say it's not supposed to be spicy. For us, this is
so good.
This
We
is our
will be
jam.
continuing to make this for a long time, I think.
Oh
I
yeah.
can't believe this is the first time. We've been back from the Philippines for like 5 or 6 months now. This is the first time we've done this. I can't believe it.
Guys, so if you want the recipe, we said this before, we'll put it down in the description. We highly recommend this. This is going to be a staple going forward, especially the chicken and rice, like Anna said. And well, that's going to conclude the video this time around. If you got this far, probably means you liked the video. Make sure to just leave us a comment, hit subscribe, hit the thumbs up button. It helps us out, helps get the video out there. And well, last week, if you haven't watched the video, we were cooking some Polish food.
And it turned out excellent as well. So maybe we are chefs.
Maybe we need another channel. I'm just kidding. Or am I? No, maybe we need another channel. But it was a lot of fun so far. This is 2 weeks. Next week, we will give you a little hint. I don't want to say a hint. Maybe we should just tell them what we're going to do.
You don't want to give them a hint? It's one of our favorite foods. If you know us, if you've been following us a long time, there's one country that we talk about the food all the time. And wherever we are in the world, we seek out these restaurants.
So that might be your biggest hint, or we could just say like the food there is very bueno, and we cannot wait to cook it for you guys.
That could be a lot of countries.
Could be a lot of countries. We'll see.
Stay tuned. All right, guys, that's it.
From Halifax, Nova Scotia in Canada over the holidays, wishing you guys, all of you, a very Merry Christmas.
See you soon.